Dispatch to Unit 1. The fire has spread to the roof of the house as well as an adjoining room. Backdraft potential in the area. Use extreme caution. A secondary unit is on site providing water coverage for the burning roof. The evacuation status of the house still unknown. Dispatch to Unit 1. Ladder truck is on scene and has assumed safety. Dispatch to Unit 1. Park in front of the building and begin line establishment.
Unit 1 to dispatch. Copy that. Parking in front.
Someone's trapped in the bedroom! Get that person out of there!
Take this Halligan tool. Yes, Commander. Can you walk?
Hey, I think you have to carry me. It broke my leg or something. I heard this loud noise. I fell, and then I woke up on the floor. After that, well, there was smoke everywhere.
Phew, all good? Thanks. We'll take it from here. You can get back to putting out fires and
Thanks for getting me out of there.
The firefighters mentioned that something in your garage might have exploded and caused the building to ignite.
Dispatch to Unit 1. The fire has spread to the roof of the house as well as an adjoining room. Backdraft potential in the area. Use extreme caution. The secondary unit is on site, providing water coverage for the burning roof. Evacuation status of the house still unknown. Dispatch to Unit 1. Ladder truck is on scene and has assumed safety. Dispatch to Unit 1. Park in front of the building and begin line establishment.
Unit 1 to dispatch. Copy that. Parking in front.
Someone strapped to the bed!
This training exercise will familiarize you with setting up attack hoses to fight fires, and show you how to connect a fire truck to a hydrant water supply. First, we'll establish a water supply line. This ensures you never run out of water when fighting fires. Now, walk over to the indicated compartment on the truck and grab a supply hose. The supply hose is the yellow... This training exercise will familiarize you with setting up attack hoses to fight fires, and show you how to connect a fire truck to a hydrant water supply. First, we'll establish a water supply line. This ensures you never run out of water when fighting fires. Now, walk over to the indicated compartment on the truck and grab a supply hose. Okay, now, look directly at the connector on the truck. You'll notice that you first need to remove the cap from the connector, so go ahead and remove the cap. Good. Now, look directly at the connector on the truck and connect the hose coupler to it. Head over to the indicated connector on the other side of the truck and connect the supply line to it. Head over to the indicated connector on the other side of the truck and connect the supply line to it. Like before, remove the cap, unroll the hose, and attach the hose coupler to the truck supply line connector. Attach the hose. Okay, now we're going to attach an attack hose to the truck. Attack lines are colored red to indicate they're different from supply lines. Now, go to the back of the truck and grab an attack line. You can also grab one from any of the truck's side compartments. Good. Now walk over to the indicated part of the truck where you can connect the attack hose. They're normally next to the water supply line connectors. As with the supply line, you'll need to first remove the cap from the truck, unroll the hose, and then connect the hose coupler to the truck. Nice. We're going to need a nozzle for the attack line. The nozzle allows you to increase or stop the flow of water as needed. Now, pick up the coupler from the ground and walk to the back of the truck. Open the lower compartment and swap the hose coupler with a nozzle. Pick up the coupler from the ground. Good work. All right, you started a huge pallet fire. Utilizing the aiming interface from your previous training, use the attack hose to put out the entire fire. Try to extinguish the fire as quickly as possible, but we're timing it. Lowest time score gets bragging rights. Go! The clock is started. Put out the fire as quickly as you can. This training exercise will get you familiar with using forcible entry tools on doors and walls. Walk forward and open the door. The next door is locked. Grab the crowbar off the bench and walk towards the door. Then, break it open. Good work. Now place the crowbar on the ground in the glowing box. Grab the Halligan tool, walk towards the door, and break it open. Nicely done. Place the Halligan tool on the ground in the box. Grab the axe and walk towards the door. Swing at it and smash it open. When there's no available door, create your own. You can break through some walls using any forcible entry tool. Look for the cracks in the wall and break through it with your axe. Examine the wall for cracks and break through. This training will familiarize you with using forcible entry tools on windows to enter and exit rooms and buildings. Now, grab either tool on the bench, walk over to the window, and smash it open. Okay, now climb through the window into the next area. At times, the window is too high to reach, so you'll need to climb. Good. We're almost done. Smash either window and climb through to the next area. This exercise will familiarize you with using power saws to cut through locks to open doors and vents. Okay, pick up the circular saw from the ground. Good. Now use the saw to cut the lock on the vent ahead. You have to be careful, so aim for the indicated target. Nice. Once more, pick up the saw from the ground. Now, walk over to the garage and use the saw to cut the locks on the door. Cut both locks to open the door. Job complete. This training exercise will familiarize you with using ladders. To use a ladder, you must first attach to it. Walk over to the indicated spot and connect yourself to the ladder. Okay, now climb the ladder by pressing forward. Okay, now reconnect yourself to the ladder and climb back down to the ground. Good. Connect to the new ladder beside you. Now, climb up to the... Good. Nice. Now use the door to go outside and climb the ladder up to the roof. Okay, now climb back down and we'll continue. Job done. With this training exercise, we'll familiarize you with how quickly fire can spread. Okay, stay where you are and just watch the fire spread. Notice how fast it jumps from object to object. And put out the fire. Spray water by using the indicated button. Spray water by using the indicated button. Spray water by using the indicated button. Job done. All right, once again, just watch the fire spread. Okay, you know the drill. Grab a hose. Good work. Now, grab a hose and try to put out both grease fires. The water doesn't help, does it? In fact, it makes it worse. Water and grease fire don't mix. To fight grease and chemical fires, we'll need to use a portable CO2 extinguisher. Grab an extinguisher and aim it at the base of both fires. Sweep the extinguisher side to side on the flames to make sure you put it out. Good work. When out on calls, look for different types of flames so you can be ready for any grease or chemical fires you run into. This training exercise will familiarize you with how to effectively fight a fire using the hose aiming interface. All right, grab a fire hose and enter the door in front of you. Fire with the attack hose. Look at the on-screen indicators in proximity to where the water hits the flames and learn how they can help you to assess the firefighting progress. Don't hesitate to change your position to get a better aim. This helps you quench the fire as quickly as possible. Okay, fire's out. Take your attack hose into the next room. This exercise will get you up to speed on smoke, how it affects your vision, and how to effectively clear it. Smoke is dangerous and can seriously harm you, which is why you'll always be equipped with an SCBA system to ensure you can breathe in any situation. When going into a smoke-filled area, be sure to use your helmet-mounted flashlight. It'll really make the best way to deal with smoke is to eliminate it. Venting a room allows the smoke to clear and makes it easier for you to see any dangers. This will Go ahead and open all the windows in this room. Now, open the door and enter the next area. It's full of smoke. Stay Okay, you know the drill. Okay, we're going to take a different approach for this room. A smashed window is just as effective as an open window. if you need to vent smoke but run into a locked window, don't let that stop you. Grab a tool off the bench and smash both windows. Nice work. The smoke will clear out in no time. In this next phase, we'll take a slightly different approach. If you still have the forcible entry tool, use it to smash open one or both of the windows. It's smoky in here too. Remember to stay crouched to improve your visibility as the smoke clears from the window you just smashed. Now, open the door and enter the next room. Okay, you know the drill. Stay low and... Now we're going to learn about one of the most dangerous situations you'll ever encounter, a backdraft. Backdrafts often surprise even experienced firefighters. Backdrafts occur when the oxygen within a room has been used up, and then more oxygen is rapidly reintroduced into the area. This is caused by opening a door or window in an oxygen-depleted environment. When backdrafts occur, fire explodes out of the door or window and can become a fast-moving fireball, causing damage to anything in its path, and can even badly injure you. Okay, enough talk. Now we're going to show you a backdraft event, so that you know what to look for during a potential backdraft situation. First, walk over to the window on the left and look into it. You'll notice that the room is full of smoke, but there are no visible signs of flames. This indicates that the room is above its upper flammability limit. This means that the gas or vapor in the air is capable of producing a flash fire. It just needs an ignition source, oxygen. Locked door on the left. Notice that the door is different than other doors and has signs of a potential backdraft. In addition to the room being full of smoke with no visible flames, there's also smoke at the base of a door along with a pulsing sound. You hear it? It's a low thud. This sound seems like it's repeating because the room's trying to suck air into it. It needs oxygen to reignite the fires within. Okay, the door's unlocked. Open the door, but immediately back away from it to avoid the blast from the back. Okay, notice that the area opposite the door was caught in the fireball and is now on fire. Put out the flames in this room, then move through the door into the next room and extinguish the fires there.
Dispatch to all units. Unit 1 on scene, assuming command. Continue working the fire. Dispatch to Unit 1. Copy that. Acknowledged. Unit 1 en route. Dispatch to Unit 1, reports indicate the fire has begun to spread. Evacuation status of the house is still unknown.
Unit 1 to dispatch. Copy that.
Are you aiming at the cars?
Dispatch to Unit 1, evacuation status of the house is still unknown, but the neighbors believe the homeowner may be trapped inside.
Unit 1 to dispatch. Copy that. Unit 1 to dispatch. We are 400 meters from the scene.
Dispatch to Unit 1, park in front of the building and begin line establishment.
Unit 1 to dispatch. Copy that. Parking in front.
Dispatch to all units. Unit 1 on scene, assuming command. Continue working the fire.
Copy that. I'll do a 360 check.
Command, we've got electrical fires being relit by sparks. Find a fuse box and cut the power.
Doing a 360 check. The front door is locked. On a 360 check, there are fires in the front room. On a 360 check, there's a locked door at the rear of the house. Command, I found a survivor. Okay, boss. 360 check complete.
The attack line is ready to go, boss.
Supply line's ready to go, boss.
The supply line is ready to go, boss.
Command, I found a survivor. I'm with you, boss. Lead the way.
Yes, Commander. Yes, Commander. Yes, Commander.
Yes, Commander.
Yes, sir. Yes, Commander. I've got your back, boss.
I've got your back, boss.
I'm with you, boss. Lead the way.
Yes, Commander.
Let's get that fire out. But I'll need to get a tool first. I'll put that fire out, boss.
I'm with you, boss. Lead the way.